performers on the Total Nonstop Action Wrestling roster from your hometown, Taz, of Brooklyn, New York. Here is the Amazing Red.
Actually, yeah, Brooklyn's not really a town. It's not a town. It's a neighborhood. But I get your point.
It's a hood.
It's a hood. That a point.
Gotcha.
And now from Los Angeles, California, Brian Kendrick.
Oh, now Kendrick's from your neck of the woods, Los Angeles.
Well, he certainly spent some time in the greater Northwest LA. Now I would like to know though, Taz, Brian Kendrick now resides in Venice Beach. If you've been on the beach in Venice Beach, you can kind of tell Brian Kendrick fits in pretty well.
Absolutely. I pumped many awakes at Gold's Gym in Venice Beach with Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the early 70s. So I know about Venice Beach.
You and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Venice, a lot of freaks
And
in
now
Venice.
from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Jay Lethal.
A standout performer, a guy who has had an incredible 2010 so far, and it's not even done. Jay Lethal living the dream. And Jay Lethal has done just that so far this year.
Hey, listen, I love Jay Lethal's style. I love his attitude. Very positive attitude. Tremendous athlete. What's with the living the dream? What is he, a rookie? He's not a rookie. He's been wrestling for years. Enough with the dream, the hokey line.
And now from London, England, here's your TNA Xplosion champion, Douglas Williams.
Wow, the stoic one himself, the X-Division champion, Douglas Williams. That's very chic and fancy music. Doug's got some new tunes going on here.
Well, and not to mention the fact that a large contingent of fans from the United Kingdom here tonight. You know, we get fans from all over the world to come to see TNA Wrestling, and this is certainly an interesting night because I think we're going to see a larger fan base for Mr. Williams than normal.
What does that have to do with my point about Douglas Williams' music? He's got some fancy club techno stuff going on right now. What is that?
Oh, he's a gentleman. The English love their club and techno music.
It's like a Spider-Man tune.
Well, he has told me prior to this matchup.
Who? He's who?
Douglas Williams. That not only not too excited about this match, but he just doesn't understand it. He was very, very relieved when he was informed that this was a non-title match.
Well, any one of these three men between Lethal, Kendrick, and Amazing Red could come after Douglas Williams' X-Division title. So I don't blame Doug Williams for not wanting to do this.
Fasten your seatbelt for this one, folks. This is Total Nonstop Action Wrestling personified. Jay Lethal, Amazing Red, bringing in Douglas Williams the hard way into the ring. And Douglas Williams claims now, after this title reign that started, he says, in January, minus the volcano incident.
Well, Douglas was stuck inside the volcano, and that's why he couldn't make a show, and his title was stripped of him.
He says he is the longest reigning X Division champion in TNA wrestling history. Now, the record books don't indicate that. However, he could make the argument.
Look at that missile drop kick by Jay Lethal, and Lethal's not done, my man. Suicide dive, straight forge ahead into the X Division champion.
Taking it to the skies. Here goes Amazing Red. What a twisting plancha. And that's what he is known for, the high-flying, high-risk X-Division style. Amazing Red personifies that. We're coming back. Four-way matchup. TNA Xplosion. It continues when we return right after this. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, four-way action. Jay Lethal, Amazing Red, Brian Kendrick in the X-Division champion, Douglas Williams, four-way non-title match here on Xplosion. Douglas Williams with the trip up. And Amazing Red and Jay Lethal, very good friends outside the ring. They told me they're the kind of friends that don't actually text, they talk. That's how close they are.
Well, I'm very proud of him. That's very nice. But I'll tell you what right now, Douglas Williams, as we said before the break, Douglas was saying he's not too fond of being in this match. And I made a point that you didn't elaborate on. I made a point that Douglas Williams should not be happy to be in this match. These three men potentially could come after him for his X-Division title and get a bird's eye view of the champion.
And as we saw last week, Jay Lethal really has it in for Douglas Williams. Back and forth. Jay Lethal, of course, the victim of Doug Williams' interference that cost him the matchup. The street fight with Ric Flair, so memorable. And of course, last week here on Xplosion, Jay Lethal, a little revenge, courtesy of that X-Division championship belt across the face. Douglas Williams returns the favor right there with a knee to the face of Jay Lethal.
And now you see Douglas Williams just dropping people left and right, taking control of this match. At first, Douglas Williams was running out of here, didn't want no part of it. Now, you know, the angry Brit's got his back against the wall, got to fight.
Both Jay Lethal and Amazing Red trained by Mikey Whipwreck. Mikey Whipwreck trained by you, Taz. So technically,
nah, listen, there's some say, I didn't really train Mikey Whipwreck. I kind of polished him up. But Mikey, a very accomplished pro, and you know, Kendrick just tagged himself in, by the way, is legal. So I'm proud to see a couple of Mikey students having at it here in TNA.
And very successful over their careers thus far. And the best is yet to come. Brian Kendrick all over Jay Lethal now. Goes for a pinning combination.
That was a very intense high cradle cover. And now, look at that. Brian Kendrick, version of some sort of a crossface or a clubbing partial bicep elbow shot to the head.
You know, since his matchup with Douglas Williams several months ago, Brian Kendrick
thanks. Pronouns.
has taken up a lot of the submission style, has been more aggressive, and Brian Kendrick certainly could probably say that that feud with Doug Williams he had inspired this new attitude, inspired this more feisty or direct approach.
My God. Oh, look at that. That's pretty graphic, Ed. Wow. Kendrick trying to rip up. See, the mouth is bleeding of Jay Lethal's got some, either he bit his tongue or his lip is bleeding or gum. Not a dentist, but there's something, blood issue in the mouth.
Something going on there. Kendrick now firing away. Jay Lethal fires back with those elbows, a chop.
Oh, jumping leg lariat right in the kiss, so that might be it. That was heavy duty impact by Kendrick.
And now Brian Kendrick sizing up the native of Elizabeth, New Jersey, Jay Lethal. Four-way matchup, X Division, TNA Xplosion. Here comes Kendrick, misses.
The tad overzealous was Kendrick. Legal man is Amazing Red with an amazing missile drop kick. Jumping spin kick, and Red is on fire.
And Red now ducks down. Here goes over the top rope, goes Douglas Williams to the floor.
Oh, man. Got your winner right here. Ooh.
And you know the TNA Championship Committee watching this one very closely. Certainly, I would guess if any of the three other than Doug Williams able to pull off a win here, definitely in order for a title shot down the road.
Amazing Red went for some high impact move off the top, crashed and burned. All about crashing and burning.
Lethal combination, Jay Lethal. Now picks up Amazing Red.
Went for an atomic drop, counter by Red. Ooh. Doug Williams is the legal man. He tagged himself in unbeknownst to Jay Lethal, I believe. Oh, look at that cutter.
Lethal injection, that should do it. Douglas Williams now throws Lethal out of the ring.
And again, he is the legal man.
And the X-Division champion with
Douglas Williams.
And again, the little nuances of a champion. Douglas Williams almost out of his element with these three high impact athletes. Picks up the scraps left behind by Lethal. Williams steals the win on Red with his techno music.
And Jay Lethal chasing the X-Division champion out of the arena. This one, well, we haven't seen the last of Douglas Williams and Jay Lethal, I'm sure. What a matchup here on TNA Xplosion.